untwist.
I've seen this before, but I don't remember it. So we don't know. Like you said, you up there, you have R takes us from one to -1.
Yes.
There's 1.
What I want to find out, though, is the general formula for R.
We're back to 0.
You know, I mean, for example, R, you know, if that's the only evidence in the world you had, you could say, well, it just multiplies by -1. Right? So what I need is
have an X.
No, right. I mean, I could say T of X equals X plus 1. I mean, in a more mathematical way. And what I'd like to find out is what is R of X?
Why does R take us from 1 to -1?
Because it worked. Yeah, we did a twist and then a rotate, and we noticed that another twist got us to 0. So that means a twist followed by a rotate must be -1. Twist always adds 1.
So up here.
One more rotate.
Up here.
All we know, this was the experiment we actually did.
So we actually know two things here, and you didn't. If I'm following this, I could be totally wrong. So TR is -1.
Yes.
But RT is also -1.
The number,
maybe
the number represents the condition of the tangle.
Okay.
Not T. These aren't numbers. T is not a number. T is a function. R is a function.
So I'm assuming.
See, T is the function that takes X to X plus 1.
I'm like assuming some associativity or something, I guess.
Yeah, and then you can't say. You can say if you do TR to 0, you get to -1. Because T took 0 to +1, right? This was the condition of the rope initially. We do a T to it, and I know T always adds 1 to whatever condition we have. Okay? Now, so we know we're starting with 1 when we did the R, and so we got to something. I don't know what it is, but it'll be some number that represents the rope. But we found out if you did T to it, it got back that R must have taken a rope, a tangle in condition 1 to a tangle that should be numbered -1.
I get that. Which is what you're indicating.
So what I really need is I want to find out I need a formula over here to say what does R do to X, and we have this. This is the one piece of evidence we have so far, is that if you start with 1.
Trying to think about this algebraically, maybe that's getting me into trouble.
Well, algebraically you can think of T and R is it is it's exactly a group, right? And so it's like T is a function and R is a function. If you did TRT starting with 7, you would.
We don't know that.
We don't know what would come out then. T, let's say you start with 7 here, then you'd be at 8. Then you'd be at something, and you'd find T doesn't undo that.
Some kind of homogeneity or something.
Something,
Right. I see. Okay, yeah. So it's more complicated than what I'm.
Right. Well, I mean, for all we know, R could subtract 2. I mean, if this is the only evidence you have, but that's not the case. Okay. Right, because if you do 2 R's, R followed by R. Oh, yeah, that's another piece of evidence, right? No matter what you start with, if you do 4 R's to it.
People commented R is clearly invertible. R to the 4th is the identity.
If you start with X and you do R to the 4th, you'll get X back.
Right,
so that's another functional identity.
Yeah, right. Okay.
So in other words, R can't subtract 2 because R to the 4th would subtract 8.
Right.
And that's obviously not what's going on.